Today I'm going to show you how to do a single crochet stitch into a chain. So we're going through the front loop, pulling up a loop, yarn over, pull through both loops. Go through the front loop, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through both loops. One more time, go through the front loop, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through both loops. And you'll have to pay attention to what your pattern is asking for. So sometimes in the pattern it will say front loop only or back loop only, and that's what you're going to do for those. Sometimes you go into both loops. This is oftentimes in amigurumi projects when you'll go through both loops. I'm just working to the end of the chain here. So I think I did 10 stitches in this chain. So I'm just going to go all the way to the end, and then because this is a single crochet, we're going to finish out our last one of the chain, and that's what it looks like. And then we're going to chain one before we turn the work over to continue on the other side. The reason that we do this is so that we don't lose a stitch count as we turn the work. Otherwise, it will start getting shorter and shorter and shorter as we go. So that chain one helps to make the edge even and gives us a little bit of extra space so that it stays even throughout. On different stitches, sometimes you'll have to chain 2 or chain 3 depending on what stitch you're doing. But for this one, it's just a chain 1. So then once we flip it over, we just continue doing the same thing again. So just going a little bit faster here, but going under the front loop, pulling up a loop, and then pulling through both loops. And we just continue this all the way down until we reach the end of the chain, and then we do the chain 1 and flip it over and continue on. So oftentimes I like to use stitch markers, and I put it in the first stitch of the row just so that I can see exactly where my last stitch of the next row needs to be so that I don't lose count and I don't accidentally end up with one side being longer or one side being shorter. So here is what it looks like when you get to the end. So if you look, the edges are pretty straight. And there's our single.